Darlene pulled a gun on Mdala and forced him to get inside the grave and join Tlogi and buried them alive the same way that Mdala did to her brother Sanka. Mdala even asked Tubbs to look after his family, unaware that Tlogi has been kidnapped already. Duto is not happy that Khaled wants to abort the baby, so is Victor, but Bridget says they must not force her to have the baby. Being a single mom is not easy. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. Some Mdala, after receiving the call from Darlene telling him to come where he buried Sanka, he decided to give Tlogi a call and tell her that they must be safe, he'll be home late, at Tseba be safe, and phone Tubbs to tell Tubbs that he must go and take care of his family because Darlene wants to meet. And you know how these things go. One of them is going to come out alive, and only one person is going to come out alive because that's how these things go. Tubbs is panicking, saying, oh, no, it's fine, I'll go take care of your family, but please, Mdala, man, be safe, be careful. And then Mdala is unaware that Tlogi is not home. Tlogi is already go. Darlene. Darlene is already has Tlogi. And he goes to the place. Hey, the place looks a bit dodgy. And he walks in there, pulled out his gun. Walks there already with his gun out, scouting to see where Darlene is. But Darlene is smart. She was hiding somewhere. And came right behind Mdala and told him to stop and not to move. And told him to hand over his gun, like disarming him, and now so that he can have all the control. And then he says, that at first he was hesitant, so it's like he didn't want to give the gun, but ended up giving it to her. And then Darlene led Mdala to the grave where she dug up and put Tlogi inside. I'm lead again. They go to the grave. Mdala fitla mola. Darlene is like, no, come closer, come, look, have a look. Mdala was shocked to see that Munyus Tlogi is in there. My mama twin, he couldn't believe it. He was like, why? What are you doing this? Why Tlogi? Why are you involving Tlogi? This has nothing to do with her. This is all me. It's me you want. Deal with me. Darlene is like, nope. Join her. Go get inside. If you get inside, then I'm gonna let Tlogi go. Mdala is like Tlogi was like, no, don't get in, don't fall into her trap, because Mdala was busy saying Tlogi, oh, don't worry, Munyus, if you'll be over soon. But it's when I don't waste my time, get in there. Mdala starts to beg Darlene, saying, no, Tlogi has nothing to do with this. It's me you want. But Darlene was like, nope, it has everything to do with her. If it wasn't for Tlogi, Sanka will still be alive. And she's right, hey, if Tlogi didn't have an affair with Sanka, knowing exactly what Mona Hayek is obviously Sanka would still be alive, because Mdala would not have killed Sanka if he was not having an affair with Tlogi. And then Darlene tells him that starts to narrate everything that she did, says, you're probably wondering or asking yourself how I did all this. You know, when you're nursing revenge. So Darlene has been planning this revenge for the longest time. He says that she went and kidnapped Tlogi. So Tlogi, I don't even know where Tlogi was going, because Tlogi is now ubereka go level up apartments most of the time. She's hardly go level cafe. And where was she doing in the car? Maybe she had gone somewhere. And then Darlene managed to go inside Tlogi's car and strangled her. Not really, but like choked her with something to make her drowsy or sleep. That's how Darlene kidnapped Tlogi. So now Darlene is narrating the whole story. This is how she did it. Mdala is like, you know what, you're messing up with the wrong guy. Because Mdala is used to winning. Like, I can't blame him. Mdala always wins. Every rivalry he has, he always come up top. So now he says, you're messing up with the wrong guy. I promise you, I'm going to kill you. Darlene, relax. You had already planned to kill me. You think I'm afraid of you? I'm not. I knew you'd go to my apartment and want to kill me. So I've been ahead of you this whole time. And as for me, I've got nothing to lose. But on the other hand, if you don't go inside the grave, then your wife dies. So now Mdala is forced. Like, get inside the grave, Mdala. Mdala is forced to go inside the grave. And Darlene ended up saying, if he does go inside, he's going to let her go. But obviously she was lying, because after Mdala resisted, even said that, because Tlogi was like, please don't go, don't get in, it's a trap. And then Mdala wanted to know what exactly, who gave you this information? Was it Linda? She denies, and then Darlene denied knowing Linda, said, I don't know that. I don't know who that is. And I'm losing my patience. Please go in. Then Mdala's like, if I'm going to die, then you just owe it to me to tell me who planned my downfall. And then Darlene said she got information from some cop that he was the primary suspect. So that's why. So now Mdala wants to know who's the cop. As he keeps on questioning Darlene, Darlene was like, just get inside the grave and shot him. I think he shot him on the shoulder. And Mdala now, and then kicked him and he fell inside the grave now. He joined Tlhogi. So now he's shot. Could have just jumped in the grave willingly, but because Umanganga didn't just want to jump in because it's going to be accepting defeat, Darlene had to kick her. Now he's in there. Tlhogi is worried. Tukula, you okay? Because Mdala is now bleeding. And then he says, and then they say, Mdala is like, please let my wife go. You got what you wanted. It's me you want. I don't know. What I wanted was to have my brother alive, but you guys took that away from me. So now both of you are going to pay for what you did. Darlene went inside the Ganda high and started putting soil inside the grave. So she's burying them alive, just like Mdala did to Sanka, because Mdala hit Sanka with something and then built a coffin for him and buried him. So now Darlene is burying them alive, both of them, for what they did to his brother. Darlene, revenge high is sweet, Clay. She did say it's going to end in a poetic justice. Now Ntutuko is worried that Khaled doesn't want to keep the baby and tells Umtunzi, Khaled doesn't want to keep the baby. But Umtunzi is like, how can you agree to this? As what can I do? It's a body. Now Umtunzi says, you know what, you're the father of the child and you have rights as the father. So you need to fight this. You can't just let her abort your baby. You need to fight this. You have rights as the father. This was like, yeah, fine. What if I end up in prison? How will I look after my child? How will I support the child? Umtunzi is like, no, please be a nice corner. We're going to support you. And Khalele has her dad. Her dad is going to support her. So fight for your baby. But how will I do that when she doesn't want the baby? Now Uti Umtunzi, you need to convince her, but you need to convince her, convince her to keep the baby. Policy. This is God's will. This is a gift from God. Convince Khalele to keep the baby. And Vita comes to see Khalalelo. Khalalelo was, yes, I thought you mad at me. You want nothing to do with me. I was mad, but I needed to cool off and think what we're going to do. He's already planning, Shamkhore, if I'm not back at work or if I'm back at work already, we're going to get a nanny. When are you going to go back to school? Khaled is like, nope, we don't have to do all that. I'm not planning to keep the baby. Now I've already set an appointment. Go about Tawano. I don't know. You can't just decide to terminate the pregnancy. You've got a human growing inside you. Khaled is like, no, it's my body. You can't tell me what to do. I have a future ahead of me. I want to finish my degree. There's no way I'm having this baby. Bye-bye. It's like, there's no way I'm going to accept Horwena, you are going to end your pregnancy. The truth is, we are pregnant and you're going to have a child. Khaled is like, nope. Not under my wish, Papa. This is my body and there's nothing you can do to stop me. The decision lies with me. And then Bridget tells Victoria, I know you want the best for her, but you should let her do what she wants. Victor's like, why do you sound like you're okay with her aborting the baby? You know what? The thing is, I have two. When I had Junior put, Shamulo promised me the world. But when I gave birth to Junior, I was alone. Kili one. And being a single parent is not easy. I know it's hard. I love my kids, but so that's why I will never judge a woman who wants to abort their child. Now Victor has to think hard and think, does he let her or just make peace with Khaled wanting to abort the baby? And then Boko speaks about Buko's wanting him to change his surname from Tubela to Chauke. Mama Hai, before she even had a chance to speak, Matubela there's no way you could do that. Because when you change as funny fella, this person just appeared now. What if he just leaves? We can't just do that. But because I was discussing with my mother. Hey, Ari, you're just going to cause complications. Are you forgetting, Hori? You are the one who separated me from my father these whole years. So now you want to keep on interfering. Please don't do that, man. And then now Boko speaks to his mother, Aliwane Hori. How do you feel about me changing my surname? Gary was like, a lot is going on. I need to process it, but whatever you do, I have no problem with it. If we're not if you want to change your surname to Jauke, you're free to do that. Now will not stand in your way. And then Poco was like, you know what, now I'm married now, and I've always been a two-bed. I don't want to change my surname. And remember, Luana, you're married to Malum Kasa now, so we don't want to change anything. Wa hopola kere now ke re bone has been forgotten gore o nyetswe o busy o shalang o busy o matsantsana le bokosi morago. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.